Today, in 2024, we are still living in the grace of God. We still have the opportunity to be reconciled with God through Jesus Christ. When the time comes, which we cover in this video, there will be no possibility of salvation. That's why the pictures are shown very drastically to warn us. The third angel from Revelation chapter 14 verses 9 to 11 warns,
"And another angel, a third, followed them, saying with a loud voice, 'If anyone worships the beast and its image and receives a mark on his forehead or on his hand, he also will drink the wine of God's wrath, poured full strength into the cup of his anger, and he will be tormented with fire and sulfur in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment goes up forever and ever, and they have no rest, day or night, these worshippers of the beast and its image, and whoever receives the mark of its name.'"
The lake of fire is the symbol of the second death. This is eternal destruction.
"Then death and Hades were thrown into the lake of fire. This is the second death, the lake of fire."
After the time of grace has expired, that is after the 42 months, chapter 14 verses 18 to 20 describes the harvest of the earth.
"And another angel came out from the altar, the angel who has authority over the fire, and he called with a loud voice to the one who had the sharp sickle, 'Put in your sickle and gather the clusters from the vine of the earth, for its grapes are ripe.' So the angel swung his sickle across the earth and gathered the grape harvest of the earth and threw it into the great winepress of the wrath of God. And the winepress was trodden outside the city, and blood flowed from the winepress, as high as a horse's bridle, for 1,600 stadia."
In chapter 15, 7 angels each receive a bowl of wrath, which is poured out in chapter 16.
"Then I heard a loud voice from the temple telling the 7 angels, 'Go and pour out on the earth the 7 bowls of the wrath of God.'"
First bowl. Ulcers on people who have the mark. Second bowl. On the sea and it became blood. Third bowl. On streams and springs of water and became blood. Fourth bowl. On the sun and great heat came upon people. Fifth bowl. On the throne of the beast. His kingdom became dark. Sixth bowl. On the Euphrates and it dried up. Seventh bowl. In the air, it is done. The climax is the war in Armageddon. We read in Revelation chapter 16 verses 13 to 16.
"And I saw, coming out of the mouth of the dragon and out of the mouth of the beast and out of the mouth of the false prophet, 3 unclean spirits like frogs. For they are demonic spirits, performing signs, who go abroad to the kings of the whole world, to assemble them for battle on the great day of God the Almighty. Behold, I am coming like a thief. Blessed is the one who stays awake, keeping his garments on, that he may not go about naked and be seen exposed." And they assembled them at the place that in Hebrew is called Armageddon.
The assembled armies will fight with Jesus Christ and his bride, who will be entrusted to him after the wedding. As we can read in Revelation chapter 19 verses 11 to 14.
"Then I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse. The one sitting on it is called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he judges and makes war. His eyes are like a flame of fire, and on his head are many diadems, and he has a name written that no one knows but himself. He is clothed in a robe dipped in, too, blood, and the name by which he is called is the Word of God. And the armies of heaven, arrayed in fine linen, white and pure, were following him on white horses.
In this fight no one will be left standing. The earth will be completely cleansed of all people, as it says in Revelation chapter 29 verses 19 to 21.
And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth with their armies gathered to make war against him who was sitting on the horse and against his army. And the beast was captured, and with it the false prophet who in its presence had done the signs by which he deceived those who had received the mark of the beast and those who worshipped its image. These two were thrown alive into the lake of fire that burns with sulfur. And the rest were slain by the sword that came from the mouth of him who was sitting on the horse, and all the birds were gorged with their flesh.
These drastic warnings are described very brutally. Today, 2024, we still have the opportunity to reconcile with God. The next video will cover the first and second resurrections.